Okay, sweet. So it's recording. So our ethical dilemma is your company has a firm policy regarding cases of theft of property, company property use. Company equipment is on a table to be sold by bid. Each month you see a valued employee use 2 months for retirement, slip an electric drill from the table and put in their car before the day of the sale. What do you do? Who wants to start off? What would you guys do?
I can start. Uh, so I feel like this is one of those situations where you would be kind of deciding between like, do I follow my head or do I follow my heart? Because you know that this employee is about to retire. It's for a while. And in some sense, you would say that he might have earned his right to something that's going to be sold off anyways, but it's definitely tricky because at the end of the day, like stealing something is wrong ethically. It's just that like, with the situation, I feel like I would want to talk to him about it first instead of kind of making it like kind of asking it before I reported him. Because he's someone whose situation kind of just like requires him to be in demanding for his last month of the company and can't talk. Vinny?
Yeah, I'd say I kind of agree with you. I'd say that because he's so close to retiring, it's kind of messed up to like get him in trouble and stuff because it's literally 2 months from retiring. But at the same time, if that like stealing in general is just unethical, let alone like from a company that you worked at and probably have worked at for multiple years because he's retiring soon. Um, for myself, like if I was the person to like assign punishment or whatever for that, I'd probably just let him off the hook just because he's so close to retiring. And yeah, I'd probably just I mean it's obviously not a good thing, but I'd probably just let him go just because he's so close to retiring and it's the drill is gonna be sold anyways for whatever price it's used, so probably not crazy expensive anyways. But I'd probably just let him be okay and just let him go. Next, whoever next person.
I mean, I'll go. I mean, I agree with you guys. Like, or I can. It's like a thing where it's like if you should follow your heart, you follow your mind. It's like, but also you have to think about like if like that they find out that you let that person go, you're gonna get like the consequences as well. And like that's where like you have to know if it's like you have to be honest. Like if, in either way, there's always gonna be a consequence either way. Like you let the guy go, there's gonna be a consequence because they can find out that you let them go and be like, why did you let that person go? But if you're honest, you're gonna like how can I say, like you're gonna take away from that person because that person can call like go to jail or have consequences. But at least you did the right. I mean, it's like I think it's like both ways. Like you can do good things, but you can end up doing the bad thing at the end. So yeah.
It's a win-loss situation, like either way.
Yeah.
For everyone in that situation. Sasha or excuse my name, or I might get this wrong, but Juliana, right?
Juliana. I'll go. So I think yeah, there's two ways, but I would probably like just let them go, and even though it's probably not the best, but I mean they're 2 months away from retirement, so I'd probably let them go.
What I would do is probably confront them and see why they need the electric drill, and if they wouldn't be able to afford the drill or like the highest bid of the drill, maybe give it to them at like a low price so that they're still paying for it, so that no one feels cheated that they didn't get the opportunity to get a free drill.
And
That's what I would do.
that's the other part too. It's like, because the other part that's kind of messed up is that said that each of the equipment, used company equipment, is sold each month for a bid. So like, it's probably would have been, you know, fairly cheap in the first place and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, it's hard. That's a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many. There's unethical things happening, but at the same time, it's like humanity, and he's so close to retirement. And he's like, what do you do? So go over the questions. Here, you got something?
Well, can we like, it says like aim to reach a consensus. So can we agree, like, would we kind of talk to him about it personally first, or would we like hold him accountable? What do you guys think?
I'd say we talk to him and talk to him like Saskia said, and then confront him and see like why and stuff, and then depending on that, like, what do you guys want to do? Would you guys like maybe make him pay for it, or get him in trouble, or just let him go?
Probably ask him to like kind of like report himself, like take some accountability.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I have a choice right now. I can either talk to like the manager, or you can, and I feel like it'd be better if you do.
Yeah.
And that way, like, you're holding him accountable, but giving him an opportunity to come clean.
Because then it's, yeah, that's it. That's a good idea. I like that.
All right, do you guys want to do the question?
Yeah, let's do it. So is someone mind writing them down, or do you have the Google Doc?
I tried share. All right, I think I said I had like the template ready, but I don't know how to I don't know how to add it to the folder to ours.
What do you mean?
For the questions.
Oh yeah.
Your document is on the shared Google Drive. It's
Oh, it
called,
is?
yeah, it's called Group Members Presented. I'll rename it Assignment
Oh,
1.
okay. Thank you.
Where is that? Just on Canvas?
No, well, if you go to your pipeline Google Drive, and if you go to shared drives,
Yep.
it'll be right there.
Perfect. Oh yeah, that's right. There it is. Got it.
I think I read the directions right, but because we were finished with part 1, it said to stop recording before we do part 2.
Okay.
Oh, just letting you know.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Okay, so